States.
Presence and I still to notice.
We must go inside the court. Don't worry yourself.
No.
This is the court of justice. That's true.
People are keeping quiet. Please do not touch me. I'm 18 years as a lawyer. Look at what is no matters. It matters. You can't put impunity. Open the door. Even if you go in, I am the lead counsel of all the lawyers in this town. You can't intimidate them.
They need this.
You can't intimidate them.
They need that approach. They need it.
You can't intimidate them. We must go inside. I am your leader here. Please open this door for a number of people coming.
But it's true.
Are we in the Federal Republic?
You see the right position.
What are they waiting for?
I saw what they're doing to Nigerians outside.
Yes.
Beating some. You saw what happened outside. They were talking to the police officer. It was look at what they're doing to Nigerian citizens.
That is too bad.
They entered into that court.
Federal High Court, taking people who
That is bad. Even lawyers are
and media people, they censor you people to come here.
They are subjected to serious screening. It is unfortunate. I came all the way from Aba. People lawyers sent me here. They're subjected to serious screening. It's unfortunate. I tell you. They should allow us to go in. From Aba.
when Tabiru Sokoto was, when for Tabiru Sokoto. Not all. No, not all. Not all.
Listen to us and we go and show the rest of the country. We must give fair trial to all Nigerians.
Where is the job?
He stepped down with.
We must give fair trial to all Nigerians. You can't walk in the court.
I'm not of course. I'll be working inside. How can we go to the administration? Come to me. When he was here, you were not here. I told him that I'm expecting the court for him to enter. It's your vote just like that. I can't like the seat in the court cannot contain everybody. And if you don't contain everybody, that means you give me a list of people that will enter. Everybody cannot enter now. If you enter now, everybody enter. What will you see? We have the list of people. Okay, give me now. Your boy instructed me to take a list from me.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking on behalf, sorry. I am Chief Godio Wazirike. I am the lawyer. I am Chief Godio Wazirike. I'm the lawyer to Ohaneze. And with me is a formidable Ohaneze chieftain, Dr. C. Ezife, His Excellency Dr. Ezife, former governor of Anambra State. We came here because we read in the newspapers that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been brought back. We never saw him. And we came here today to see him. And in court, we never saw him today. The prosecution did not even make any effort to explain to us why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in court. All they said is for logistic reasons. And of course, they raised an issue that since the vacation started today, the Honorable Justice Nyako should get a fiat from the Chief Judge, which I know is the practice, to hear any matter during vacation. Because any matter she hears during vacation without a fiat is null and void. We have never seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is he dead or alive? We want to know. Where are his people? Let me tell you something. You may think a man is stupid, but if anything happens to him, those who own him will simply come out to say, what happened to our son? So in the same way, Ohaneze is asking, where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Thank you very much.
Please, I just wanted to be clear, please. What are the three specific orders that the judge gave?
Well, the judge ordered the prosecution, who in this case is the Directorate of State Security Service, to give the lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access. And that is the order the judge made before, and the judge repeated it. And the judge also ruled that since this court has no fiat for today, they cannot go on. And you know it's straight law that you don't try a man in his absence unless the man has been unruly. In this case, nobody has seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu except the prosecutor and the judge. So we have not seen him. And in this country, we say no more Abacha-era trial. It was when Abacha was alive that lawyers would not have access to court, that people will now be going through esoteric trial. We say no. Those days are gone. So we hope that the prosecution will actually obey the order of court to allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers to have access to him. It is not for them to say and decide when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can see his lawyer. As at now, he is a suspect. He is presumed innocent until he is convicted. He's not a criminal. He's only a suspect. So right things must be done. This is the year 2021. So we cannot go to the trial like they do in China or North Korea. Nigeria is practicing Western democracy, and the rule of law must be obeyed. Thank you.
Okay, you were in court, sir,
Well, the lawyers did their job. My colleague from Ohanese has told you everything. Indeed, I can only say I'm disappointed. I thought I was going to see Nnamdi Kanu and certify that he's alive and breathing. But as it is now, we wait.
Are you worried that you can't see Nnamdi Kanu?
Why not? It's my son. And whatever situation, he is my son. And I don't know what they did to him in Kenya. And what I do to him now here in Nigeria. And how the court set a date. And the government could not bring the person they are accusing, the person they kidnapped from Kenya. They didn't bring him for trial. I think it's disappointing anyway.
Sorry.
So, please, I am very, very disappointed why the federal government decided not to bring Nnamdi Kanu. Look at the DSS, it's not far. We have cars everywhere, embarrassing people, beating people. Lawyers were being embarrassed. They refuse to bring Nnamdi Kanu. I don't think Nnamdi Kanu is alive. I am sure the federal government have killed Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi Kanu is alive, they will bring him to court to face his trial. I am so disappointed with this present administration. Sorry?
Why were lawyers protesting?
Well, I was not here when they were protesting. But I know I saw where security men were beating people. Even when I came to court, I was even harassed. They were asking me if I'm a lawyer. And I said, what I'm wearing does it not show that I'm a lawyer? They almost embarrassed me. But at the end of the day, I found my way to the court.
And then the judge has granted access that Nnamdi Kanu should be seen. Shouldn't that relieve you?
What is access? Nnamdi Kanu should be brought to court. He should be brought to court so that the world will see. You pressmen will see Nnamdi Kanu. He should be brought to court, not having access. What is the meaning of access? But we're asking that he should be brought to court so that the press will see him. I doubt if Nnamdi Kanu is still alive. They must have killed him. My name is Barrister Sonny Ayawo. I said, support me anywhere. They must have killed Nnamdi Kanu. And they refused to bring him.
Thank you so much. As you are aware, on 29th of June, 2021, he was brought to court. Brought to court by the federal government without our knowledge. So, and consequently remanded in DSS custody and adjourned the matter today for trial. So, though we have a number of applications to file for court to hear, chief among them is the application to transfer him to correctional center to enable us to have access, unrestricted access to him. So, but unfortunately, he wasn't in court today. So we understand because vacation is commencing today, that the court has to proceed on this case on authority of fiat by the CJ. So we've been able to resolve the issue of visitation to him where he is. And today, we are served an application by the federal government to opposing that application. We filed to transfer his counter affidavit. So, and unfortunately, it was a counter affidavit they filed on 16th of July, 2021, and they withheld it today. They served us in court, and we wanted to proceed and argue on law, but court wasn't disposed because of the fact vacation is starting today. And it's not in court because we have resolved the issue of visitation with the court. We will now have all the access to him as at in view of the guideline given by the courts and also an understanding with the custodian of our client. So, we need to make a clarification at this point in time. As we are aware, before now, we have Nnamdi Kanu, who was abducted, arrested in Lagos, somewhere in Lagos in 2015, and brought before this court and charged on a number of offenses, 11-count charge. He was granted bail by this court, and all the orders given by the court for his unconditional release were all flattered by the DSS. So, and subsequently, we filed an application successfully challenging the 11-count charge preferred against him at the time. And the court, after listening to our application and hearing on the merit, struck out 8 counts out of 11-count charge, remaining 3. A portion to which a bail was granted him on 25th of April 2017. So, and it was scheduled to be in court on October 17th, 2017 for trial. So, somebody who's enjoying the court bail. And on 14th of September 2017, the military soldiers, Nigerian government took war to his house and invaded his premises, during which period they killed over 28 persons. So, there's no doubt about it that we are there to assassinate him. So, and by sheer act of providence, he escaped for his dear life. So we have resolved the issue of dumping bail at this stage because he was ready to appear in court on 17th of October. The matter was slated for hearing, but they took war to his house and killed over 28 persons. And by act of providence, he was alive today. So we have applications before this court, urging the court to also investigate the circumstances that led to his disappearance. Intervening event, what led to invasion of his house, bloody invasion of his premises. The court need to hear it. These applications are pending before the court before now. All of a sudden, we heard about his abduction in Kenya. He was abducted on the 19th of July, 2021, and detained over there in a place not an unconventional facility. So, subject to all forms of human treatment and degradation. He was tortured, he was beaten, and also left with severe pains and injuries, which is still suffering for today, where he's been detained. So, and after 8 days, they made a contact with the Nigerian government security wing, who eventually moved in there and they smuggled in here under a process commonly classified under the word norm as extraordinary rendition. So, and those infraction and international breach of fundamental right, and also and Geneva Convention protocols, which Nigeria signed in 2001, are being challenged today effectively by Lawyer Jimako and our foreign partners overseas. We have filed application in African Union Court. UK is also on it, and US is also on it. So that infraction has to be addressed because it's fundamental. Because you can't place something on nothing and expect it to stand. So it's compelling on the part of the British authority today and obligated on their own part to ensure that a citizen who was subjected to this kind of torture and inhuman treatment is restored to the position he was at the point he was arrested. Because that obligation must be actualized. We are sure, and we are taking steps to ensure that is done. Because what we are talking here, if they've killed him in Kenya, we'll not be talking about trial today. If they've killed him in his house when they were in house, when they invaded his premises on 14th of September 2017, we'll be talking about trial today. So, and if you allow it to stand, the manner in which he was abducted, kidnapped in Kenya, and exported to Nigeria, it will be a precedent before the international arena. And we can't allow it to stand. And the international court is on it. We have taken steps to file civil processes before the international court, which is being presented by Lawyer Jimako and our partners over there. So these are abnormalities that need to be resolved because Nigerian international image, if any is still left over, has been damaged abroad, overseas. So and it has to be condemned by all reasonable persons, responsible foreign government and institutions. It has to be condemned because look at what happened in Sunday Igboho's case. Sunday Igboho was arrested in Benin, as small as the country is. But today they refuse to release him. You have to subject him to what they call a extradition proceedings before they can find if there's any merit in what allegations against him in the first place. That's what it's supposed to be. If I arrested him through the normal process, you are subjecting to the extradition proceedings to find if there's any merit in your allegations against him. We are aware that we are here on political trial. Now the can is here on a political trial. And the fullness of time will be out. We are sure, and I can confirm to you that he will be released. He must regain his freedom sooner than expected. Now, we are making a discussion. We are discussing with the court and also with the council on the other side. And the court directed that we should notify the CJ for a fair to be obtained so they can hear this matter during vacation. Of course, they are waiting till the vacation commences today. So thank you for being here. And I will urge you to report what you are saying. Report what you are saying. Because what is happening in this case is abnormal. It's abnormal. And I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody who is saying he wants his freedom. I don't think whether he hasn't done anything. And if he has done it, subject him to a normal judicial process. For us to know, let him go through a trial and understand what happened. This is a person who was ready to be in court on 17th of October. And on 14th, you went to his house to kill him. Do you think you have merit in the case? The answer is no. Today, they were talking about amendment of charge. That we have a case of murder, terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, and all what else. There's no charge before this court amended today, as I can confirm it to you. Federal government hasn't amended any charge today. No amendment charge today before the court. We are here on pre-existing matter, charge before the court. On only 3 counts charged against him. So the charge amended on cases of murder, banditry, and whatnot are on the pages of newspapers. That's why I see it. They are on media trial. So today we are coming out of the court. There is no amended charge before the court. I can speak to you. I can confirm that to you today. And we are ready to take it hard, to ensure that he get justice. What they're demanding in actual fact is justice, nothing more. We're demanding justice and fair trial in nothing more. So thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
so I have my colleagues.
One last word. One last word.
Sorry.
Okay.